Hey guys, Zell here, welcome back to some more Fire Emblem 3 houses as we have Dorothea defeat the last guy we need to finish off the day.
This is my stage now.
And yeah, it's been way too long since I've played this game, so I might have forgotten how to play entirely. I still know how to do some things. Yeah, I'm just gonna need to remember how the hell to do most other things. But we still managed to win in 2 turns. Edelgard, MVP. Renown increased. Alright, now. I've been doing this haphazardly in terms of saving. I've just been saving willy-nilly over every single file. That's bad. Cause had something actually messed up when I was recording, I would have had to replay through the entire game again just to re-record it to get the stuff fixed. So yeah, I've thought of a way to counteract that a little bit. Save on the first file, and then save on second and third for the first one, fourth and fifth for the other one. Alright, so what's up? Completely forgot. Caspar would like to... Okay, so we're getting our bond up with Caspar.
Hey, Professor, something's been bothering me. Remember that suspicious guy I chased after back when I was a student?
Yeah?
A knight scolded me for it, but at the time, I really thought I was doing the right thing. Now that I've had more experience on the battlefield, though...
I've been looking for you. There isn't much time, so I'll keep this brief. The knights encountered a band of brigands while out marching. It was hard fought, but we prevailed. Our soldiers are highly trained, but the enemy was formidable, and we weren't expecting combat. There were a number of casualties among our troops.
Oh, come on, really? I pray for the souls. Why report this to me? I mean, technically, we are the pseudo leader of this group, so yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Much appreciated, but there's a reason I need to bring this to your attention.
Okay.
The brigands all bore identical tattoos of a scorpion on their arms. Please, keep an eye out for that mark in the future.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
Heck of a coincidence, right? As soon as I mention that suspicious guy, this happens.
Should've just kept your mouth shut, Caspar. It's good to hear they've finally been dealt with.
But some of the knights died in combat.
That's just what happens.
They died because of what I did 5 years ago. This is my fault.
It's not anyone's fault, Caspar. We couldn't have foreseen this happening.
If I'd stayed quiet and tracked the guy down like you said, we would have stopped those brigands sooner. And I wouldn't have blood on my hands.
Actually, now that he says that, yeah, I do remember him doing that. Okay, yeah, no. It's kind of, maybe almost... Never mind. Yeah, it is. Not necessarily, but he might have harmed the children.
But he probably wouldn't have. Now those knights...
You never know.
They're not coming back. We both know it. This is all my fault.
No, it's not. Even though some part of me is thinking that, no, it's not. Alright, so what exactly were we supposed to do on the 31st? Are we going out onto the field of combat? Mission, support. Oh boy. Oh, might as well go through this now. Edelgard. We cannot go to an A yet. Oh, damn, she's maxed out with Hubert.
And that concludes my report.
Hubert, I can't shake the feeling that you're keeping more secrets from me.
I have told you before, there are secrets even I am unwilling to share.
I remember. However, I am the Emperor now. If the Minister of the Imperial Household does not obey his orders, I have the right to execute him.
I fear you have misunderstood me, Your Majesty. It is true that I am officially your minister, but such titles are of little significance to me. I serve you purely out of personal devotion. Perhaps there was a time when I served the Imperial line due to my duty as a member of House Vestra. But since you returned from the kingdom, my loyalty has been to you alone.
I see. Then you are unwilling to obey my orders as Emperor?
Correct. If you prefer to treat this formally, then charge me with a crime. I will gladly offer up my neck to the executioner.
You know I would never do such a thing, and that I pay no heed to the title you bear. It is your own presence and capabilities that I value so highly, Hubert. Titles are meaningless next to such things. Our families have no bearing on this matter, nor does the Empire itself.
In that case, Lady Edelgard, I ask you to turn a blind eye to my secrets. They are trifles, beneath your notice. Best I handle them alone. You should focus on the path ahead of you. The Scarlet Path I have carefully prepared. Whether that path is red with blood is not something you need trouble yourself over.
As Emperor, I'm obliged to accept that answer. However, as your friend, it irritates me to no end. You speak often of painting the path I walk, yet you do so in secret. I am the one you serve, but you refuse to let me in. I trust you, Hubert, and that is precisely why I want to know everything. Your secret hopes and burdens, all of it. If I'm truly the center of your world, then I wish you would trust me as well as I trust you.
You gonna tell her, Hubert?
Very well. You have me beaten. I will tell you as much as I am able. From the assassins I've eliminated, to the gold I've spent on bribes, to the identity of the one I love.
Back off, she's mine.
You? In love? Whoever could it... Oh, I've got it! I should have known all along!
Too bad she's too much of an airhead to, you know, point out that it's her.
You already suspect. I had really hoped to keep this secret from you.
Enough teasing. Tell me her name, Hubert.
It is you, Lady Edelgard. Did you ever really doubt?
Damn it, dude. What's up with the fact that I was stuck at not being able to get to an S?
Hubert, you never cease to surprise me.
Oh no, seriously, back off. Edelgard and Lysithia. Somehow I remember her name and how to pronounce it.
How are you today, Lysithia?
Fine, thank you. And yourself?
Quite well, thank you.
I overheard something recently. Something pertaining to you and your vision for the future. Is it really true that you intend to create a world in which crests no longer exist?
It's true. My aim is to dismantle the current system of aristocracy. The only reason nobles enjoy the status they do is because their bloodlines carry crests. If crests lose their value, so will titles of nobility.
I really agree with your thinking. My parents have suffered throughout their lives due to their nobility. Due to my own crests, I've never been able to live a normal life. I'm sick of nobility and crests, of all of it. It sounds as if it's truly your mission to change things. I'll pledge my life to your cause, however short it may be.
Oh, come on, don't say that.
Lysithia.
Has your hair always been that color, by the way?
Huh?
I asked because mine wasn't always this color. I lost all pigment after receiving my 2 crests. Edelgard, I want a world where people like you and I are no longer victimized. I want you to bring that world into being. If it's within me to help that come to pass, then I'll do whatever it takes.
Understood. I promise to do all I can to see this goal to fruition. And I want you to promise something in return. That you will never stop fighting for your life. Whatever terrible fate awaits us, we can fight it and prevail. I need you to trust me on that. Do you promise?
I promise. I will try my best to believe that.
Good girl. Now then, would you care for a sweet cake?
Please do not call me that. But, yes. Yes, I would.
Man, I just love seeing my students all grown up. We never did see everyone. I kind of have when I was grinding, but no, you guys haven't seen them all grown up yet, I think. Oh, how long it took me to continue? Probably, yeah. Shamir seems to still be exactly the same. She doesn't age, does she?
Shamir, you are training away from the ground of training.
Ah, Petra. Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding. Rain training can cause unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the monastery?
You can tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here, that's simple. I work to live. I also have an interest in seeing what happens to your professor. I don't plan to return to Dagda anytime soon.
But Fodlan is an enemy for you, right? Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army, under the command of the previous Emperor. I carry no ill will toward anyone else. Including, of course, the current Emperor.
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them? The Empire is your father's enemy, no? And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all. So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war. I cannot say I have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard. She gives me much help and strength. I cannot have hate for her.
Uh-huh. Unless, of course, I would have went with Dimitri or Claude. You would have joined me. Hell, you probably would have came with me instead of Edelgard had I chose to, you know, team up with Crazy Immaculate One, whatever her name was. Rhea, I think. You would have followed your sensei instead of Edelgard. Then you would have lopped her head off, without question. Oh god.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
You speak with such honesty. It is very amazing.
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
If only I could do that. That would be great. Alright, Petra and Shamira. I don't know why I said Shamira. I'll now be C, not B. Oh, while we're here, Leonie.
Why am I so off? Yesterday wasn't like this. Some days I just can't seem to hit anything.
Your mind, body, and technique are not synchronized. Find harmony between the three. You lack experience. You'll improve if you practice.
Now that you mention it, Shamir, how come I've never seen you train? Do you keep odd hours? Or are you just so good that you don't even need it anymore?
I am always training. Look here.
A dagger.
Watch.
Wow, nice throw. That was a long one. But does throwing knives at pillars really count as shooting practice?
Look closely.
Is that a centipede? You pierced it clean in half. How did you even see that?
I train everything. Eyes, speed, accuracy. Watch as the bird flies.
Body.
Feel the wind. Recognize the distance between objects. Not all training requires a weapon. Integrate training into your daily routine.
My daily routine, huh? Well, that's great advice. Thanks. I'll do my best.
Very good. Just be cautious.
Oh, she'll be very cautious. That's in the fact I don't even remember what classes I wanted to give them. I think Mercedes was going to become whatever I wanted Flame to be. Oh, hey. She still can't go to a sea with me. Are you serious? Jeez. Annette.
Whew. That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy?
Did I say Mercedes? It's Mercedes.
It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place.
You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did.
Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
What? That's... fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy.
It was fun. It's nice going into town without having to run errands for once.
Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour.
Oh, yeah, I would.
This actually reminds me of going to school in Ferdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago.
So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed.
Me and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were.
That's just what I was about to say.
I've known you so long I can always guess.
Mercy, we'll stay friends like this forever, won't we?
As long as she allies with her professor, then sure. Or as long as you ally with your professor.
Is something wrong? You sound worried.
Since our time in the capital, so much has happened. We've had to make new lives for ourselves, and we've seen at least as many hard times as good. If things keep changing like this, I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now.
I wonder that too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure
we'll figure it out together, right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Oh, Mercy, I can always guess what you're gonna say.
Oh, it's getting late. We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
I would never get angry at you two.
You're right. Run, Mercy!
Or maybe my character does.
What? Wait for me, Annie. You know I'm not as fast as you.
Maybe I can be strict.
Run!
I'm breaking character now. Alright, they're both support level C. I did not mean to do that. Mercedes and Ingrid are now maxed out at B.
Apologies for my late arrival, Mercedes. My duties ran long, as per usual.
Man, seeing everyone now up close and personal, it's so great. Seeing them in just battling wasn't enough to actually get the full view of their new look.
There's no need to apologize at all. Please, have a seat. We've met for tea so many times, but you never seem to get used to it, do you, Ingrid?
Not entirely, no. I'm not accustomed to being treated so delicately. Anyway, what will we talk about today?
I actually wanted to gripe about something that's been bothering me.
You? Gripe? Now that's unusual. I'm happy to listen, of course. It's the least I can do after all the kindness you've shown me.
Thank you. The one thing I really wanted to talk about is marriage.
I'm listening.
Oh?
Yes. I received a letter from my adoptive father about marriage discussions with a noble family.
Huh. Your adoptive father that's in a different country. faction. Yeah, faction.
And will you accept?
That's the problem. No matter what I decide, I'll probably be married off anyway.
Aren't you your own woman by now? Can't you decide for yourself who you want to marry? That doesn't tend to ever work though, does it?
What I really want to do is help those in need. But I think it would be more difficult to do so if I married a nobleman.
Understandably so. Sounds to me like you need a strategy to silence your father.
Sorry? To silence him?
She doesn't mean it that way.
Don't you agree? It seems the best course of action would be to consider severing all ties with the family and running away.
No, yep, that too.
We don't need to go that far. I'm sorry, I really just needed to let that out. I don't need you to worry about solving my problems.
Oh, okay. It's just a bit personal for me, actually. My own father has brought countless marriage proposals to my attention. He always was obsessed with me carrying on the family bloodline. At a very young age, my hand had already been promised to someone in marriage. But Glenn died young.
That must have been difficult for you. Would you have married him if he had survived?
I'm now totally listening to this.
That's a good question. It's hard to imagine now. Although I did admire him quite a lot, he held true to the ideals of knighthood, proudly serving the king. Even after all these years, I aspire to be the type of knight that he embodied.
I see. A very noble cause indeed. How strange that we should be worrying about the same thing.
Even though we are such different people.
Now, I'd say if Ingrid, was into women, then you could basically marry Mercedes and she could marry you. Problem solved. So yeah, Ingrid, about that.
It's true. Enjoying a nice chat over tea with you like this makes me realize maybe the paths we walk aren't so different after all. Don't you think?
I do. These tea parties of ours, they really are something special.
That they are. Ingrid, I would love to get to know you better if that's okay. I want to know about your childhood, your favorite books, the sweets you like, anything at all.
There's one thing I haven't forgotten is about her childhood and the fact that Dimitri was her childhood friend. Again, if we have to kill Dimitri, I am having her deal the finishing blow or all of the blows to Dimitri. I want to see what happens when she fights him and slays him. Again, possibly morbid, but that's just what I'm going with. Same with Annette and her father.
Absolutely. I'm happy to speak with you anytime. And I want to know you better too, Mercedes.
If only there was some way to recruit Flame back into our ranks. 'Cause I still don't want to kill her. I mean, after all this time, I'm kind of over it, but at the same time, not really. Lysithea.
Hi, Lysithea! When are you gonna teach me magic? Is now good?
Why do I have to?
Why? Because you're way better at it than me, silly.
Is that so? I thought you were something of an honor student at the School of Sorcery.
Well, sure, but I wouldn't say I've got any kind of natural talent for it. I'm gonna have to try very hard to become as good of a mage as you are.
What is that supposed to mean? Are you implying that I don't work hard too? If you think my skills are inherent, you are sorely mistaken.
No, I wasn't saying that at all. Everyone knows how hard you work. I just meant that if I want to be as good as you, I'll have to work really incredibly hard.
And what is it you want to learn about?
Oh, so you'll teach me? Thank you so much! Actually... Oh, I get it now. I never thought about it that way before.
What are you trying to learn?
Look at how quickly you're picking this up. You're clearly very skilled already.
Don't be silly. You're just that good of a teacher. Your way of looking at the world is so fundamentally different from mine.
Do you insist on taking the conversation in that direction?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't doing that. There I go, saying the wrong thing again.
It's fine. Let's just drop it. A bit more self-confidence would go a long way for you, Annette.
Huh?
That's all I've got for you today. I need to get going now. Lots to do.
Oh, I'm so sorry to take up your time. Thanks again for teaching me.
I don't remember. Did Lysithia's growth spurt also end when she took in both crests? Was she forever stuck at that height? If that's so, then Annette is still smaller than Lysithia. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Alright, Lysithia and Marianne and Leonie are both going to be maxed out at B.
Marianne, do you mind if I ask you about something?
Yes?
I still call her Marianne. No matter how many times I hear Marianne, I still say it the other
It's
way.
about animal behavior. Among us all, you surely know the most about animals.
I mean, she does love her horses, after all.
I've read that in outdoor battles, wild animals can sometimes cause unexpected confusion. What do you think would be the best strategy to... are you listening, Marianne?
I was listening. I just don't think I can really...
For crying out loud! Why do you always have to admit defeat before even giving yourself a chance?
My advice would probably just put everyone in danger.
Okay, so she still basically acts exactly the same as she did when she was younger.
You'd be better off without me.
This is beyond ridiculous. You're impossible. You seem convinced you're some sort of cursed being, destined to bring doom and gloom to anyone you encounter.
Well...
Why do you have such a terrible opinion of yourself? How could you possibly be so dense?
It's because of the family that she had to grow up in.
Just nothing. Now you listen to me for a moment. I can see that you have some deep-seated turmoil you struggle with. I'll have you know I have quite a few issues of my own, perhaps more grave than yours, if you can imagine.
Really?
Yes, but I'm not the only one who has such troubles to contend with. Everyone does. That's why it's so important to maintain a positive outlook and do what we can. Each time we find the light in the dark, we grow, bit by bit. And without growth, what's the point in carrying on?
Lysithia, I envy your confidence and strength.
Don't envy me. Instead, just choose to find the positive, won't you?
Yes. Well, maybe someday.
The time is
Start
now!
with today.
This is your moment!
Oh, okay.
That's more like it. Now to start, why don't you help me out by answering my questions about wild animals?
I'll certainly try my best.
There we go. You can do it, Marianne. Still doesn't feel right. Alright, Lysithia and Leonie. It's already been 30
I'm about
minutes,
to take
holy
out the
crap.
trash. Got anything you want me to take?
How about these? Just some old study notes of mine.
Wow, that's quite the pile there. You sure it's all fine to throw away?
Of course. It's all safely stored in my brain now. If I concentrate, I can access any of it with ease.
I wish I could do that. That sounds like it would be amazing.
Why am I not surprised? I wish I had even half your power of concentration. Okay, here we go. Ugh, this is pretty heavy. Well, it'll be a good workout. Oh, but you were telling me not to take my training so lightly. Still, can't hurt to get a little exercise in. I'll just take it at a run. See you later. What is it, Lysithia? Was there something in that pile of paper you wanted to hang on to after all?
No, that's not it. There's just something I want to say to you. I'm sorry for saying your way of doing things was inefficient. You've clearly grown plenty strong, doing things as you have. Not to mention, multitasking and training in that way surely presents interesting challenges.
Well, sure. But if everyone has their own methods, then your methods aren't wrong either. All you did was share them with me, so there's no need for apologies. Still, it's probably beyond me to imitate your levels of focus and concentration. How do you even manage to throw yourself into only one thing like that?
I haven't much choice. I can't waste even a single moment.
I can understand that. I'm sort of the same way. I hate feeling like I'm not getting enough work done. Anyway, you should just do what works for you. You've got something you want to achieve, right? That's why you feel pressured to study so hard.
Yes.
Then focus on what matters to you. Leave the rest to people who have the time for it. And hey, if you need any heavy lifting done, you know where to go. The way I see it, it's all training.
You know, Leonie, you're so kind, so strong.
Whoa, what's with the compliments all of a sudden?
I was just thinking what an incredible partner you'd make. Really, you've got all of the perfect qualities.
So, like a study partner, a training partner, or a lover type partner?
What?
I'm not simply saying that. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
You're making me blush. What a strange way to compliment someone.
Huh. Oh man. Seeing as how she was the disciple of our father, right? What would she do if we actually proposed to her? I really want to know, but at the same time, she can only marry a man. Which again really sucks. Marianne and Leonie are now maxed out. If only Edelgard could get up to B with me.
Oh, hey Marianne.
Leonie?
I thought greenhouse duty was mine today. What are you doing here?
Oh,
I'm sorry. You've been avoiding me ever since I lost my temper, haven't you? You're probably scared of me now. In the moment, I was hurt. I'm sure you had good reasons to act the way you did. If you want me to leave you alone, I will. I promise. You've got nothing to fear from me.
Leonie,
I've watered all the plants, so I'm done here. I'll get out of your way.
Let her speak, woman. Jeez.
Wait!
Huh? Hey, what is it?
It's, I don't mean to bother you.
There we go.
I'm sorry for keeping you here.
No, not at all. Thanks for keeping me. Honestly, I've been worried about you. If you ever want to talk about anything, just say so. I'll make time.
I've been avoiding people for most of my life, so I'm not the best at speaking.
I know it's hard. You've been through a lot. But it's worth the extra effort to talk to your friends.
I make everyone uncomfortable. I just don't know how to carry on a conversation.
Same here.
Hey, we're having one right now. And I'm telling you, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm actually really happy. So don't worry about me. And it's okay to be quiet sometimes, but try to find a middle ground at least. Otherwise, you'll never get any better.
Oh.
As far as what to talk about, anything's good. Hobbies, things you like, a dream you had last night. Really, anything.
Okay then. I like this flower. I think it's nice.
I think so too. Did you know that where I come from, those have a completely different color?
Oh, really? I'd like to see that.
Great. Come visit my village someday. In fact, we should invite all of our friends. It'll be fun.
Can Sensei come with? I'm one of your friends, right?
Oh, yes. That would be very exciting.
Or is that more like me being a chaperone since I'm your sensei? Oh man, what, we're done? I was actually getting into that again. But what annoys me is the fact that... Oh wait, no, it's A I need to get. I already have B. Yep, okay, so yeah, A is what we need. That's probably further along the story. Save the game on our second slot. Now we can finally actually start going, unless we have certifications. Well, actually going to a place with... Grimoire, that's what it was called. Oh, wait, wow, I can become a Grimoire myself? Oh, damn. I could be an expert in all forms of magic. That sounds nice, because then I could heal, and I could just basically obliterate all enemies with high physical defense. But at the same time, I'm currently a mortal savant that's maxed out. I could be a Dark Knight, albeit that's a 36% chance. My Enlightened one is almost also maxed out. So once that's maxed out, I could do something else. So I might actually go Grimoire on this. It's 36% chance. Do I actually have what it takes? Hey, you know what? I've been liking magic recently, so let's try it out. I saved the game, so... Wait, we actually passed? You're serious?
I've set my sights higher.
All those times I've wanted to pass something I was this low. We haven't been able to do that except maybe one other time. Every other time we've been screwed. Okay, I'm a Grimoire now, you guys. Edelgard, you're currently the Armored Lord, which is almost maxed out as well. Then you're gonna need to become a Great Knight. But sadly, why doesn't it tell me what she needs for it? Oh, that's because she already has it. Again, I forgot completely that. Okay. Archer. Everyone else is fine from the looks of it. Actually, no. Annette is a mage, right? So yeah, when she does this, she's gonna need to become something else. And her only advance would be a white mage? A warlock. Okay, yeah, we're good for now. Sensei can now be a Grimoire. Everything is all fine and dandy. Save the game again after that. Marketplace. Can I buy any of those items real quick? Advanced seal. Can only buy one. But it doesn't say a limit. Okay, yeah, no, we're fine. Other than weapons and me not remembering which one I need to do, we should be good. Replenish all. Yes. Thank you. That I did remember. Mission. The Great Bridge Coup. The Black Eagle Strike Force has an unexpected encounter with someone thought to have died years prior. Amidst the joy, your forces prepare to invade Alliance territory. Wait, what? Wait. We have an unexpected encounter with someone thought to have died years prior. Our father? But no, he has to be dead, right? Who else had died years prior? Or, well, we thought died years prior. Wait. That's us, right? Unexpected encounter with someone thought to have died years later. Yeah, that has to be us. And if it's not, it's either our father or it's someone else I've forgotten about. Yes.
The newly crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Seros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire.
Why are you fighting the Empire, man? What did we do?
As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Myrddin to establish a bridgehead.
I like this now. Pretty neat. The Great Bridge Coup, Chapter 13, Beyond Escape. Now, from what I think I remember...
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin. But first, allow me a moment of your time.
I think there's probably 21 to 22 chapters. If I remember correctly, I read someone say that they had in the Claude gameplay. So, this might go on for possibly 7 to 8 more chapters and we're done. That's kind of sad. What do you need?
It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel.
Why must we cooperate? He must be dealt with.
Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first.
Okay, she basically said the exact same thing I did.
Our enemy is the Church of Seros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is
our friend, well, yeah, I get it.
I think you sufficiently understand by now.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former Emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself.
Yes, she did.
That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make. I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain, and I hope I can count on you to do the same.
I will do anything for my beloved Edelgard.
As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
You don't need to tell me to fight for Edelgard. I will always do that anyways. That's why I disobeyed when Rhea told me to not kill her, which then in turn would have killed you, actually. Well, in actuality, it probably would have just wounded you. And possibly would have died maybe a year later. Now, inventory. Does everyone have weapons? Iron axe, iron sword? Wait, who's all coming with us? Yeah, okay, we're fine. Except Shamir, get out. Shamir, please. Oh, wait on. Units! Shamir, get out of here. Leone, come on in. There we go. Who's following me? Put Shamir there. Edelgard currently has Hubert. We can only have 2 adjutants, that's fine. Okay, yeah, that about covers it. Back to what it was doing. Yeah, we have enough stuff. Save right there. Fight. Yes. Defeat the enemy commander. All of your units fall in battle.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Myrden, a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
How many turns we got till reinforcements? Doesn't say anywhere? No. Alright, so we have Judith right here. Oh my god. Ignatz. Oh boy. One of our old classmates. Well, friends. Oh boy. Well, he's the first one that's gonna die by our hands. Other than whatever the... Really? Low battery already? Oh crap. Well, we gotta make this fast then.
What's my strategy?
Our strategy is to use fire and kill him.
Here is something to believe in.
It won't be in vain.
I will prevail.
Ah, you
Each
missed.
battle a victory.
I should have charged my controllers more. This is not gonna bode well.
At your service.
No, no, no. Do not go after Mercedes. Everyone can come after me though. I'm perfectly fine with that. Albeit now that I think about it, I'm a cast. Dorothea, would you please be so kind as to blow that one to smithereens in the back?
Only thorns left on this rose.
Thank you. I know that one took a decent amount of
I'll
damage.
do this for all of us.
Woo. Honey. Go there. Wait. Are you able to actually hit? No, you're not. Let's go right here, attack, iron bow. Nope. Whatever. Just go right here. That's who we're missing money on, is in here. Huh. Wait, what? Oh, we have this side. That confused the hell out of me. No wonder we still have more people to use.
My orders?
No, no, no. Come on, go forward. I have to get someone onto that ballista.
I'm your girl.
I'll do my best.
Dance for me.
Wow, thanks.
Alright, Annette. Ah, crap. Now the other one's low on battery. We really are
Let's make this quick.
It's sad, but I might need to cut this part into two. Which means I would have to sit here and battle for 9 hours. Well, I mean, I should have swapped it to the axe. I didn't see that guy could still attack. You missed Mercedes.
Watch and learn.
Come on.
Allow me to demonstrate.
And goodbye.
All is going to plan.
Did we get pawned up with Edelgard? Yes, we did. Edelgard. Can go right there. Wait. We'll go right here. Combat arts. Wait. Now. Attack. With your iron axe. Nope. I swear you had armored. Whatever. Can't really do anything there. Jesus, so many freaking units! God damn! How far can Meteor go? Nope, still can't. Wait. Mercedes, attack, kill him.
Let's keep our guard up.
Now, Bernie! I forget what you can do. Can you actually, Nope. You can't do crap. What about with a bow? Yep, no, you can't do anything. Petra! Can you take him on? With Steel Sword Plus. No one can take them on unless there's a freaking caster. Are you serious? This ain't good.
Thanks.
Should have had Dorothea kill one of them instead. At least then she still could have moved. Arms. That does nothing to him. Ooh, a crit! Did he die? Yeah, he did. Poor guy. What's ironic enough is that we could have Leone do that, just run back, and then pretty much A-okay. So yeah, we're fine on this side. I physically cannot move them, or else they're gonna go after our casters. In turn.
Predictable.
Missed me.
Let's try some.
Hey man, whatever it takes to get the relationship up with Edelgard, I will happily do.
Try to keep up.
Or you can just keep on doing those and consistently failing at it, mind you. You missed. Alright. Oh wait, I can actually attack her now. Attack, fire. Goodbye. No reinforcements for you, Judith.
It looks like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
I should have killed the Ignatz, shouldn't I? Was he gonna retreat now that she's gone?
Alliance soldiers, Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can save Ignatz by not killing him. I mean, hey, I was MVP, so everything's fine by me. Oh, but I should have had Edelgard kill the one with the shield. Then she would have got more bond up with me, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead. Save.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance. The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Oh, jeez.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own.
Yeah, that is basically what he's saying.
Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its home.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the Professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives.
When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years, but now I am again witnessing the Professor's power.
I hate fighting, but with the Professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible?
It's still terrible. I'm just here to be a clown.
Oh, but everyone is working so hard. Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the Professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
That it is. Save the game before my controllers die.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. The Master Tactician.
I'm the Master Tactician, right? It's not someone else?
Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Myrden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
I still like how the tips actually use my name in them instead of just saying, if you rest, you. It's not saying just that, it's actually saying my name. It's fantastic. Dorothea would like to speak with you. Bond up. Oh crap, she's A, isn't she?
This may
That
seem
means
a
one
bit
more and
sudden,
she's gonna
but
fall in love.
I want to
Or
thank
marry
you,
me.
Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want.
I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with.
So you found me out. I don't know what you mean.
Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger?
Yes, but please do not get to an S with me. I'm trying so hard to not get an S with you.
I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Mittelfranc Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left?
You'd have me.
I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
Damn it. I won't let you be alone.
That's sweet of you, even if you are just flirting.
I mean, hey, you're old enough now. Well, wait, hold on. If time stopped for me for 5 years and they grew up, am I older or are they older than me now? Or are they exactly the same age?
I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me.
I will love you, just not right now.
Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital.
Again, me.
I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
You're looking at her. I know it's getting low. Please stop telling me that. Selling Dorothea's support level is now A. And it's Dorothea, not Dorothea. Oh?
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
He's a schemer. He's a jokester. He would be a good king. He's a schemer.
That is inarguable, and his schemes are still going strong. With them, he's managed to keep the Leicester Alliance from the Empire's grasp.
How has he done that?
Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation in which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Okay, so yeah, Claude is the master tactician.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle, but I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly.
He could also potentially let us go inside of Deirdre to try to take it over. And that way we're encompassed, and there's only one entrance and exit to Deirdre, right? Unless you can somehow escape from the sea, but then if we fall for his trap, if we're stupid enough to fall for it, there is no exit and we're basically trapped inside of there.
However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Myrden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre.
That seems difficult. Let's go.
Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude.
Oh, don't worry, I won't.
The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
Uh-huh, yet he lost both battles against us when we were competing against each other in school time. He's totally a Master Tactician. If even I can beat him, then that is nothing to, talk about. It's Ingrid's birthday. Host tea party.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm gonna fail this on the first try, aren't I?
Quite delicious.
Talk. Plans for the future, monastery mystery, school uniforms.
Wow.
We're drawn into the conversation. Ideal professor, the place you'd like to visit, food and dining hall.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Relaxing at the sauna, the ideal relationship, a dinner invitation.
Oh no.
Yeah, I knew it was a relationship. Can I still go for the last one? Why did I do relationship with the one person that is just having major issues? Why? It was the one on the left, wasn't it? Why did I go for the middle one? She has a problem with her father trying to get her an arranged marriage, and yet I went for the exact one I shouldn't. Am I just... I swear I didn't do that on purpose.
Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
My mind stopped for a complete second and I tapped a button. Like, oh yeah. The person who has the most trouble with it will totally want to talk about it. I'm sorry, Ingrid, but either way it doesn't matter because you can't fall in love with me anyway, so... I mean, hey... We actually finally get to explore the monastery. I have not been here in ages. Quite literally. At the same time, I want to battle and kind of level up. At the same time, I can't do anything now. I mean, technically, no, I can't. So, yeah. How does one... Ingrid's birthday, lots of large fish, choir festival. Alright. Now it's a new month. Before we go, item shop, buy. Buy. For the convoy. Really? Fine then. Well, with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where hopefully the controllers are actually charged all the way, and we can actually then go and deal with going to the monastery for the first time in quite a long time. Our plants have probably withered by now. And hey, we might actually be able to increase our professor level and finally max it out and get a relationship up. Does doing it... Are we going to be doing the exact same thing, though, that we've done before? Not entirely sure. So yeah, until then, see you guys later.